The FloodEx 2009 is a great opportunity for the chief officers and executives of the different agencies that respond to these environmental disasters, that they can actually take the plans that they've written, the ideas that they've dreamed up, and now actually see if they work practically.
For us, the tidal surge or an impact of high levels of flood that is a disaster could go in up to 12 miles in the coast, right in some places like Norfolk, Suffolk, all those low-lying areas. The problem we have, logistically, is a boat's got to travel 12 miles in to the risk to save people. Now we're now looking at a solution called lily padding, where a big humanitarian boat comes in, sits in there, deploys their fuel cells off to pathfinder boats, do the rescues, bring it back to us, and a helo or a helicopter will come flying in and lift those people out to a point of safety.
Right, with everybody else, what we need to do now is basically get the convoys, all the emergency vehicles, not worried about anything which is non-emergency, formed up in a convoy, ready to go off in the convoy tomorrow morning.
I think the New Dimensions programme means that we are much better equipped now than we were previously. That puts a responsibility on us to make sure that we use that as effectively as possible. I know from my constituency experience as well, particularly the 2007 floods, what a major event that was and how important it was that that equipment was then properly coordinated.
I'm absolutely delighted to see that this sort of combined training is going on, and the kit we've seen here I think is fantastic. And as the Fire College has always done, indeed the Fire Service, all the emergency services done, I think we lead the world in this, and I think it's a great tribute to all those involved.
For this exercise, the scenarios simulate floods simultaneously affecting the Netherlands, United Kingdom and Germany, caused by storms over the North Sea Channel.
What we're doing this morning is we've been given a deployment brief as to how our vehicles are going to be deployed to the incidents that we've got going on in North Holland North. What we're doing is now recording everything, that we make sure that we've got a comms plan in place as to when they're going to report in, how they're going to report in. We're going to be using satellite phones for them to actually report in, taking it the cellular phone infrastructure is down. Allocating radios for use on site, making sure the convoy commanders that are going with each of the UK convoys are fully briefed as to what their situation is, when they need to report in. What we're doing now is just collating all that information, making sure we know exactly where they are, that they've deployed, what they've deployed with, and then as soon as they're on site, they're then to report into us, and we'll then discuss their comms plan as to how they'll report in for the rest of the incident.
Sea anchor, first aid kit, hand-bearing compass, casualty life jackets, casualty helmets, spine board, and the reef sleeve will be in there as well.
Yep. That's fine. Right, what I'm going to do, we've been through where we're going, and obviously we've formed up the convoy now. Well, I'm just going to clarify some of the safety issues and how we're going to get there.
All the teams taking part in FloodEx had different communication systems and different capabilities and capacities.
So when we arrived on scene, there was about 20 casualties altogether. The casualty that I was dealing with was trapped by his lower legs by a car which had half rolled into the water. He was conscious and alert, and we treated him at the scene. Eventually, when we got all the equipment there, we were able to evacuate him back to the shore here.
We'll hold off here. I need these lot all decontaminated, okay?
Basically, we have 3 modules. Module 1 is for disrobing, for people to get undressed, where we can take the contaminated clothing off them, into the module 2, where they can be completely showered with special detergents, which will completely clean them almost 99%. And then into the 3rd module, where they can re-robe, dry themselves off, and then we're bringing them out into the casualty clearing area, where they can be treated immediately by specialists, highly skilled individuals, before being taken away to local hospitals.
For the scenarios, people are saved from drowning, others think the world is ending, and civil unrest may result. The police are preparing for a potential crisis. Day 3 starts again with briefings, then the rescuers head for the field exercises.
Is that the aircrew?
No, it's the rest of the swimming two pods.
Other side that way, fine.
Some of the tasks we did yesterday were really good. We've got a new boat here, so we were trialling the new boat. Traditionally we use inflatable boats with probably a capacity to rescue 3 or 4 people, whereas with this boat we were rescuing up to 10 people yesterday, which is a fantastic boon, because we're saving on journeys going backwards and forwards. So rather than making 3 or 4 journeys backwards and forwards, we can do one, rescuing 10 people all in one go with this craft, which is fantastic. Another great thing for this boat that we used yesterday, we had a spinally immobilised casualty with a spinal injury who was immobilised in a stretcher, and we were able to reconfigure the boat so we could put that person flat onto the boat floor and transport them very steadily to the paramedics.
Today, with our Dutch colleagues, we actually rescued almost 90 persons from flood for the first part of the day. The final part of the exercise was a mass evacuation of 50 persons, which was effected very quickly within an hour using all the UK boats, the Polish boats and the Dutch boats.